Hello, I thought I'd do a concluding part to the Wharfedale Melton 2s. I do wonder where all these names come from. Melton, what is that? Anyway, I have been... One of the things I love about the speaker work is doing these one-off builds, especially when, you know, you're sort of doing something a bit different with a speaker. Excuse me. My channel's full of one-off builds that I've done. It's the thing that I really enjoy doing, and 9 times out of 10 those speakers get sold after I've enjoyed them for a bit, but I got a feeling these are going to stay in my collection and probably live in the snug. I have a pair of my HA35s in the snug at the moment. They work really well in there, but I just love the look of these. They remind me of the things like the LS58s, that sort of thing, with the big woofer. Yeah, they've just turned out really well. So I've had quite a number of listening sessions with these, and they're thoroughly enjoyable. They really are. Where their real strength is in the vocal area, male and female voices, and then string instruments, things like that. The mid-range, just depth and detail and realness. They have a real sound to them, and yeah, that's the part we've really been enjoying. I don't want to go crazy, but these remind me of an LS35A. That's the kind of sound they have. I know that's a bold statement to make with a speaker with such a big woofer as well, but yeah, they've just turned out really well. I've now ported them, which you can probably see here, for 2 reasons really. One, they needed more bass extension. You could forgive it. It was okay listening to them with rolled off bass, but when you kind of look at them and you see a big woofer like this, you would expect a bit more, and I would expect a bit more out of them. So the port is tuned around the 80 hertz region, 70 hertz region, to give them some more bottom end, but also to remove some of the back pressure in the box, just to allow this woofer to move a little freer, whilst not damaging the mid-range at all. And it's just rounded the bottom out really well. I ran these as well with my Rel Stadium 2 subwoofer. It's the complete picture, everything. The top end detail from this tweeter is sublime. So many tracks we listen to with guitars, a lot of Fleetwood Mac, things like that. Ella Fitzgerald, Autumn in New York, that sort of thing. They just excel at it, and their off-axis performance is incredible. It shouldn't be, you know, running a wide driver up into those higher frequencies. But yeah, they're great. You could sit, obviously you got the best stereo image sat in between them, but moving left and right, the picture was still really cohesive. So I'm very pleased. They've had another coat of hard wax now, which has really finished them off nicely. One of my viewers noted this hole here, which is a cutout for the badge that's on the cover. I didn't fill it or introduce one there. Yeah, might do something with it, but I doubt it, as I'm keeping these. So yeah, like I say, ported now. Crossover is the same. I didn't have to go back and revisit that. It was just right. The measurements were really good. We had that 1K dip, but like I said in my previous video, once you move kind of off axis slightly, then that seems to fill in quite a bit. So it is some form of cancellation going on from the baffle. I found firing these almost straight ahead rather than towing them into the listener works better, gives you a really good stereo center image, and the off-axis is great. Made some stands for them as well, which I think just, yeah, they're pretty basic but works really well. So yeah, well pleased. I think these will be keepers, and I might look out for another pair of these to steal a pair of these woofers for another project that I have, because I've been really impressed with them. So yeah, anyway, bit of a ramble, but I just wanted to round this video series out. I do still have the covers to do. Yeah, I'm not going to video me doing that. You've seen me do tons of them. I'm in two minds as to what cloth I'm going to use on these. I think I'm going to use something with quite a heavy weave, because it will just suit them quite well. Yeah, I'll have to see. Anyway, well pleased with these. Catch you on the next one.